What's going on, everybody? This is Scott. Welcome back to Technically Speaking Live. It is Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. on the East Coast, sometime in the future in our Queensland, Australia office. Shout out to Thunder Dan all the way down in Queensland. Definitely going to be a different bit of a show today. It's just going to be me because once again, Stats, or Country as some like to call him, is on vacation yet again. I don't know. He's gallivanting around. Last time he was fighting a bear. I think this time he's actually kind of taking it easy, and he's climbing Mount Everest. I think it's one of those times of the year that I think that he is climbing Mount Everest. So he's doing something like that. It's the beard. That's what's done it in. But we got a crazy show. Don't know if I'm going to go the full hour, to be 100% honest. I recorded 2 videos already earlier today. My voice is a little bit shot. But this is episode 150. I cannot believe that I have done 150 episodes of this live show. And it has definitely started out crazy. I I didn't think I would do 10 episodes, let alone doing 150. So we're going to talk about 150 episodes on YouTube and what that is like. The toxicity of tech Twitter. Is tech YouTube dead? And then also my Pixel made me angry today, so I went out and I bought an iPhone 13 Pro. My Pixel made me mad today, so I was like, I want to get an iPhone because that's what I'm gonna do. So shout out to the folks that are already in the chat. Latrell, thank you so much. Miss Shelly, thank you so much. Canuck Gal, Kevin in the thing. What's up, my friend? How you doing? Miss Patty, how you doing? And Mac, yo. Welcome to the show. Reflections on 150 shows. Merry Christmas to you as well, Brad. So 150 shows. We started this thing is we started the YouTube show kind of on a whim. Greg and I, way back in the day. This is before I know, Chanel, I bought an iPhone. I did. I bought an iPhone. It's crazy, right? It's still not my primary driver. Let's not get too crazy. I carried an iPhone before. This just happens to be. I carried a 12 Pro last time. It's just the 13 Pro, so let's not get too crazy at this point. Miss Sheila, thank you so much. Welcome to number 150. But when Greg and I, Stats leaves for 1.5 days, and I buy a dadgum iPhone. That is true. But when I started this back in the day, back in my day, I used to walk uphill to school both ways in the snow, and we did a live show from a non-smartphone, from a dummy phone. That's how far back I go with making a live show. No, but when Greg and I first started this thing, we didn't know what this was like. It was really just to kind of build a community with folks around here, just to see, what it was going to be like. And then, 10 shows, 20 shows deep, 50 shows deep. And, yeah, it kind of took a thing of its own. Don't judge me in terms of the iPhone. Look, I had an iPhone before, folks. It's okay. Right here, it's still a Pixel 6 Pro. It's Max ain't Google right now watching this. That's right. Cartwheeling uphill during the worst snowstorm in history during an earthquake back in my day. But probably I wanted to talk about some of the things that we've had on this live show. This live show has had a ton of cool guests. I've had guests, obviously, folks like Greg have been in the chair beside me. I've had my sisters on the show. I've had my wife on the show. Stats has been on the show. We've had cool guests like the Everyday Dad. That was crazy. Travis MCP, before Travis got to like 100K. We had Travis on the show when he was probably just a little bit shy of 10,000K subscribers. And then he just, completely blew up and went on and did his own thing. We've had a beard company on the show, which was super cool. If you remember Greg and I way back in the day, we got a ton of bottles of like oil for our beards, and our beards look super shiny, and it was great. We've had Scotty Boombox on the show. He's been on a couple times. He, obviously I need to bring him back on the show. So that was pretty awesome. We had this guy named Tech Odyssey, which kind of sucks. He really sucks. But he's been on the show a couple times too. But there was a ton of other cool guests. And I'm trying to remember if there was like a favorite episode that I had in 150, and probably my all-time favorite, the one that sticks out, is the one where Greg and I did the Google Duplex live demo. Stats was there, but he wasn't in studio. Well, no, he was in studio. He was just behind the camera. And we did a live Google Duplex demo where it required Google to read out loud my phone number and address while I was verifying information. And I was like, oh no, don't do that. And I covered up my all my phone to try to conceal all of my PII identification. But it was just, that show probably made me laugh the hardest that I can remember. There was other shows where LA Beast rated the show. LA Beast, the competitive eater, the guy who eats just about anything. He popped in the show randomly one day. I don't even know how he got there, but he popped in the show randomly one day and did "Have a good day," his trademark thing. That was crazy cool. We've had a ton of different very cool things that happened. Also, some more tough things that have happened. Obviously, with Greg's death, the hardest and most memorable episode that I can remember was the one that I did right after Greg's death, where his father and many of the other family members and close friends that we had were watching upstairs, and I had a chance to kind of pay homage to Greg with the last couple minutes of the show. That was probably the most memorable episode that I can remember. One of the hardest that I've ever done, but one of the ones that it's the most rewarding. And it was right then and there that I knew that I could probably do just about anything as it relates to doing a live show, solo or with anybody else at all. So after that, I took a break from the shows, and then we kind of kicked the show back up. I did my own thing for a while, and then Stats came from behind the camera to on the camera. He was behind the camera and then onto a mic, but wasn't on camera, mostly because I didn't have a second camera angle. Then I figured out the second camera angle, and the show has evolved into what you have seen it so far. So it is, I see some of the comments. The beard company was Can You Handlebar? They're based out of Detroit. Yeah. So thank you, Stats. Stats is executive producing, no joke, for Mount Everest. The 5G is really strong in Mount Everest, incredibly strong in Mount Everest. But those are some of the memorable things that I can remember from 150 episodes, which was super, super cool. I am going to go back and look at some of the comments real quick. Brad says, can't wait to get at the level where your Pro 6 gets you mad. You go out and buy a Pro 13, get back at it and make it jealous. Well, don't get me wrong. I traded in phones. I traded in a phone, and I sold a whole bunch of other phones as well. So there was that. Jason Hicks says, have you ever had Ninja on the show? I would love to have Ninja on the show. I have never, ever had Ninja on the show. Latrell says, Tech Odyssey sucking out there in Texas, you say? Yeah, it's not really a shocker there. Stats wasn't visible, but you two were so excited. I remember that one. That one was a really, really good one. Latrell going to stalk me. That's fine. I'm right here. The beard company, New York's finest, and Stats getting better and better at entertaining you and pulling your strings. Yes, he is. He's doing a fantastic job of manipulating and doing the marionette from behind the scenes. I'm just the on-screen talent, and I come up with stuff on the fly. So yeah, there's that. Catching up there with the comments. Now let's talk about, I did have a Tech Ninja on the show. I definitely had a Tech Ninja on the show. That's my man Kevin right now. We're thinking about going golfing when we're out in CES if CES doesn't get canceled. It's looking 50-50. It's not looking great. Oh man, I don't know about that. I'm trying to make Ohio proud. I appreciate that, Latrell. I do. Let's talk about the toxicity of tech Twitter and is tech YouTube dead? And I'm gonna like mold these two things together. I've got quite a few thoughts as it relates to it. But if you have been watching, um, Jason says that's what you meant when you said sorry. I was like, never had a ninja on, but I had to have a tech ninja. And Kevin is. I gotta tell you, I had a chance to meet Kevin for the first time, and I didn't know what to expect when I was meeting Kevin. Super down to earth dude, absolutely just uh, just a great dude to talk to. If you ever had a chance to just talk to him either on Twitter or anything like that, he is just a phenomenal guy just to talk to. Um, a lot in common with him. Great father, great husband, all those great things that you can say. Yeah, he's just an overall cool, down to earth guy, very approachable. And I've gotten really, really lucky to call him a friend over the last, year and a half and stuff like that. But I'm a big softy today. It's my holiday special. I'm a big softy. So shout out to Kevin out there. Um, I see Latrell saying Twitter is as good as Facebook. Ooh, I don't really understand why we're like what the whole deal is about people love to attack on Twitter. Like I get the sarcasm and things like that. Um I don't understand the need to attack and put it under the guise of either sarcasm or snark. I don't understand that. It's hard to read sarcasm and snark um all under one thing. Yes, Shelly, I love the shows. I love those shows too. Don't come on now. It's 150 episodes. I can barely remember what I did 10 episodes ago. Um, but I don't understand the concept of really going at somebody on Twitter. Like I don't really get it. Like, and I'm probably going to be called a hypocrite. You could probably go back and find ones that I have done this to, and that would be fine. But like I'm trying to get better and evolve and go things. Um, yeah, I see. You invented tech sarcasm. I don't know what it's like to not be sarcastic. I think there's good sarcasm and people can really kind of pick up on some of the sarcasm when you lay it on like extremely thick. But then there's other times where it's really really hard to pick up onto it and it comes across as a personal attack. So there's that aside, but let's talk about some where they go directly at the person and try to like at them and really really go at it. I don't I don't get that. Like I don't get the need to do those things. I feel like the keyboard warriors out there have just gotten like the platforms have just allowed them to just become bigger a-holes. Like and it's shockingly bad. And also people that do that, you're not better than anybody else. Like you ain't better than me. I casually joke with my best friend, and we joke all the time. It's like I'll say something, and he'll be like, "You ain't better than me," and I'll say the same thing to him. It's like, "You ain't better than me." But like I gotta just say, like, just cut the crap. People have feelings the way that these people feel, and I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Like people talk all the times about being lucky. Like this person's so lucky. I can't believe they got that. Like I can't believe that person got that and I didn't get it. Like you're not entitled to anything. You're not entitled to anything. You don't know how hard that person was from working behind the scenes. Maybe they had Twitter DM conversations or anything like that with those people. Like I don't understand. I don't really understand the need for people to go at one another like that. I had a chance to read. It feels like emotional intelligence and the ability to read the room has been lost on so many folks. That's where I get with that sarcasm comment. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. But the toxicity of the tech is like people are yelling at individuals being like a perfect example. I'll bet you anything right now. You can go to MKBHD's video where he made MKBHD's Phone of the Year awards. I guarantee it right now. You can go to the comments on that particular video and there'll be dozens and dozens and dozens of comments calling him like, that's an idiot. You're so stupid, blah, blah, blah. Like, why? What joy do you get in your heart by doing that? Smartphones have gotten so like favorited smartphones have gotten so subjective. Like do I agree with the ones that he says? Not in every case. No, I don't agree with all of them. There's some that I do agree with. There are others that I don't agree with, but it's because I prefer something different than what he just described in that one. A perfect example of his phone of the year. His phone of the year was an S21 Ultra. Great device. Don't get me wrong. It is not the Android device that I currently rock. His follow up, his followed up to that was an iPhone 13 Pro, which followed up to that was a Pixel 6. I choose to rock with the Pixel 6 Pro. He even admitted that subjectivity, like when you get into the phone of the year, this is where it really gets subjective and the lines start to blur. I don't agree with the S21 Ultra. I don't know if I would. I still think the Pixel 6 Pro and the Pixel 6 is the phone of the year. That's just my personal opinion, just because that's the way that I enjoy my phones. But I can see logically why he put the best camera of the year in the iPhone 13 Pro. It's a pretty damn good camera system that they have on that thing. Yeah, that's that's hard to argue with. I think the Pixel 6 Pro has taken great leaps and bounds and strides. There's no question about that, but I got angry at it today for something that it was doing on video, and you don't have that on the iPhone. So it's little things like that. Um I don't know. This is I see Tech Odyssey has entered the building. It's great. It's really great. I love that he showed up. It's super awesome. But again, I go back to this whole thing. You can go to that video right now, and people are calling MKBHD an idiot and this, that, and the other, all because he put out a video around what he thinks is his smartphones of the year. Nobody's better than him. No, like, it's legit. Like, you don't have to call him out or anything like that. There's really, like, what do you get in doing something like that? Now, you can have a difference of opinion. Like, I don't agree with his phone of the year, but that's okay. I do agree with the bust of the year. The bust of the year was the Surface Duo 2, and that's hard to argue with. I would argue that no, that's probably the bust of the year. Which I was so hyped for that phone. I was so hyped for that phone. And Mac just mentioned he hasn't gotten his December update. I think that's poor. That's bad. Google, you got to do better than that. You have to do better than that. That's one of the reasons why, like, I still think it's the device of the year, but boy, you've got to be better about getting folks the OTAs. I'm almost wondering, are they, this is just totally conjecture at this point. Are they slow rolling the OTAs because they acknowledge the network issues from the December update? Which means the folks that haven't gotten the December update maybe slow rolling all the way through to January. Total conjecture, by the way. I have no basis of proof on that. That is just, I mean, we're what, 22 days deep into December. That's really late for a December drop, unless they're going to do December followed up with January, like bang bang really quick. That's I don't know. Maybe that's something to do. Anyway, going back to the toxicity of tech Twitter. You are not better than anybody else. You need to go read a book by Gary Vee called 12 and a half. It's about the 12 and a half ingredients that people need to have. And some of them are talking about like self-awareness, humility, emotional intelligence, the ability to read the room, and things of that nature. You need to go start to brush up on some of those skills, because if you're going out there attacking these individuals, I don't necessarily see the need. Like, there's things like I was like me attacking Adam, calling him stupid. Adam is a good friend of mine, and I don't think he's actually stupid. Well, I take that back. He's actually stupid. But I believe that the content that he makes, he's a genuinely good person. And I do that because that's what you do with friends. You needle them a little bit. And I do the same thing with all of the friends. Like, if I'm not needling you a little bit, then there are probably bigger problems that you need to understand and discuss. Sorry, people are texting me as I go through the show. But I think that we're lacking in emotional intelligence and the ability to read the room from like snark and sarcastic comments, and then just rolling up on people and calling them names and doing all this other stuff is like, I just don't understand the toxicity, and it's so bad and it runs rampant. Like they'll get caught on the smallest little thing and then just roll and roll and roll. Isn't 12 and a half the number of panels homeless Conor McGregor failed on his last employment drug test? Goodness. I Samsung did get it out faster, the monthly security updates, but I'm telling you, I believe it's got something to do with the network issues, and then we're just going to see a January update. That's just, again, conjecture. That's what I think is going to happen. So yeah, there's that. I don't know. What I'd be interested to know what you guys think about the toxicity of the tech Twitter space. I know Mac had mentioned. Let me go up to the comments really quick. Mac had mentioned something that he stays out of tech Twitter because it's so bad. It's in here, the comments somewhere. I appreciate it, my friend Zach Talks Tech. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Can't wait to see you at CES either. Merry Christmas, my brother. Malcontent. People need to learn to identify the logical fallacies which are part and parcel of fear and bullying, both in real life and online. Okay. They refused to admit there were problems with the patch. Yep. Believe in yourself. We're all a little stupid inside if you just believe in yourself. Latrell, man, I'm going to tell you what. you're making me laugh out loud, my friend. You're making me laugh out loud. Maybe there is something to that. Maybe there really truly is something to that patch. They that the Adam, they admitted that there were network problems. I don't know if it was with the patch, but they admitted that their handsets have network issues. Agree with that, malcontent. Social media is steeped in toxicity. I've changed my approach on Twitter. Don't really share my opinions as much as I used to. Man, I know. Where's your opinions? We used to beat that dead horse of Pixel. Woo-wee. We used to just Pixel, Pixel, Pixel. That was Jason. That was what he did. I got a 99-cent super chat from Tech Odyssey. Thanks, brother. I'm gonna get you that back on your whenever you start to live stream again, or in Vegas. That too. This is the first. I agree. This is the first time I've seen Google really not do something as it relates to getting out a quick update. So I do think there might actually be something to the fact that the handsets getting bad network. I have noticed that my networks are. I don't go out on 5G very much because I work from home, so I stay around a lot. But I have noticed that when I compare this all like when I compare my Wi-Fi strength where I'm at right now versus the iPhone is definitely stronger than that of the Pixel 6 Pro where I'm currently sitting. So there might be something to that whole network thing. They admitted it, so it is what it is. Merry Christmas to you, Adam, and I will spend it all in one place. I will buy an app. Latrell, my brother, thank you so much. I'm like the troll under the bridge that thrives off the toxicity. What's up, Tuna Tech, my friend? Hopefully that OnePlus 9 Pro is treating you oh so nicely that you bought from Kevin. I appreciate you, Latrell, the troll under the bridge that thrives off the toxicity. Look, straight up, I admit it. I will read the toxicity with popcorn. Whoa, like, oh, I can't believe that was what I definitely do. A little bit of popcorn. I do that. I'm not gonna lie. I do that. It's like, oh, can you believe what? No, she didn't. Like, I absolutely do that. There is no question about that. So yeah, there's that. I wonder if G is running. Oh my God, Tech Odyssey, stop that. The Pixel 5. Oh, the Pixel 5a 4K 60 overheating has entered the chat. Man, you are. Ah, brother, I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much for that super chat. You are the best, my friend. I really appreciate that. Can't wait to have steak dinner with you. That's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, the whole lot of the toxicity is out there. And Latrell, you're right. I absolutely watch it. It's like the Kardashians on a Friday night. Keeping up with the Kardashians, keeping up with that Twitter technology. Ooh, that Twitter tech. Ooh, it's just vile, and I can't look away. Can't look away. Oh, good. But let's roll this into, is tech YouTube dead? Travis MCP put out a video. This is his second video where he talked about, is tech YouTube dead? This requires, there's a headline floating around out there, and I've seen it. Is tech YouTube dead? And I think the answer is, I mean, dead? Probably not dead. I wouldn't say dead. I would say, I'll cover the tip. Don't you worry, Adam. Latrell, the 4K drama. That 4K drama was bad. Oh, it was hot. Oh, it was really, really hot. Get your popcorn. Like, what is it? Eric the Tech Preacher, he goes, sit back, relax, get your popcorn ready, and follow me on this journey. That's what he says. Eric the Tech Preacher. I love that guy. That's what he says all the time. So I get my popcorn ready every single time something comes up. Thank you so much, Tuna Tech. I appreciate you very, very much, my friend, for saying that. And that's the thing. I don't think tech YouTube is dead. I think it's evolving. I think it's changing, and it's not dying out. I think it requires something new. Michael Tobin from Initial Focus, Michael Tobin put out a video today that talked about his top 5 things that he did that prevented him from becoming a 100,000 subscriber channel. And he has just blown up like the last several months. And he even admits it. If you go check his video, I wish stats were here. I'd be like, go check this video. Tech Canuck Gal says tech is dead unless you install the extension to see the dislikes again. It's on Tech TikTok, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Tech TikTok. Look, TikTok is legit though. Like, I really think that there's something to the short form. It's not for me. I wish it were for me. I wish I could get into it. I've made a couple YouTube shorts, but like, I was looking at like tech TikTok. Boy, that is really hard to say. Tech TikTok, and the talent that is over there with like the different camera angles, and they're all doing it on mobile, which is the most mind-blowing thing, is the fact that God, just, let me see if I can find this Michael Tobin video really quick. Go to YouTube while we're out here. But the TikToks, I cannot believe people make these TikToks with their mobile phones. Like, they are so freaking good that it just blows my mind that it's so good. No idea who that is. Not a clue. Couldn't tell you. Let me go to subscriptions library. I can clearly see that my son has been watching on, that would be why all my subscription pages and all the things have gone completely haywire on my YouTubes, because my son has very clearly been watching on my channel. So there's that. Here is the video, and I'm going to drop it in the chat. The Michael Tobin video, the how not to get 100,000 subscribers, my 5 biggest mistakes. This video is super good. But anyway, TikTok TikTok is absolutely one of the things that I can't see myself getting into, because it's so freaking hard to do. And tech YouTube is definitely evolving, and it's going to more short form content. You have a minute, you have 3 minutes, but like, I've made a couple shorts on YouTube and they've done okay. Like, I've gotten a couple that's gotten multiple thousands of views, which I think is pretty good all things considered. But I just I don't know it. Tech TikTok. Stop the tech tick movement and call it tech TikTok. Tech TikTok. That's really hard to say. Tech TikTok. Anyway, Michael was talking about his video where YouTube tech is not dead, and it requires a commitment. And I can prove that. Actually, I cannot believe I'm going to do this. Oh Lord, have mercy. Here we go. But if you look at somebody like Tech Odyssey puts out like six to eight videos per week. It requires a commitment, and honestly, that is one of the things that I would say Adam is one of the best at. Is he puts out content like you wouldn't believe. 6 to 8 videos. I think it's 6 to 8 videos. It might be 6 to 10 videos per week. And I don't know how he does it. He just sits down and just lets the free words flow right out of his head. And he's blown up gangbusters too. I would say Technically T's another one. He's doubled down and really seen like his videos really start to take off. He's tweeted a couple times where, because of his double down on his commitment, he's made, dividends in terms of his channel right there. But like, those are just two examples. And Michael talks about it in his video about this requires this commitment. The number one thing, I think he even made a comment where he talked about, I got mad at myself and I got mad at YouTube because it didn't push my channel, and I couldn't figure out why. And he was like, I made 11 videos in 2019. 11. He goes, I didn't even do one a month. And that to me just tells you everything right there. And then there was another video that I watched. Evening, Samuel. Evening. There was another video that I watched that talked about this person taking specifically a month off and then coming back and finding out what happened. So like planning to take time off. Like, I think the big thing is stop trying to feed the algorithm. And that is the current death trap that I'm in. So stop trying to feed the current algorithm. And it's exactly where you don't want to be. And that's why I don't think tech Twitter is dead. I think it just modifies and it shows you that what you truly need is a connection to your community. Make the content that the community wants to see, not just your community, but just like the content overall that they want to see, and then double down on that. So I'm taking all of these thoughts and trying to figure out exactly what to do with these particular things, is considering like, I've considered hanging up YouTube. I mean, like, I can't commit to more than a few videos a week. Is it even going to be worth it? I think it will be worth it. A couple videos a week plus a live stream, I think it would be good. I'm probably not doing myself any favors in terms of having the live streams on one channel and one channel only, and then not having dedicated videos out there. Is that probably hurting the channel? Yeah. Am I going to change it? Nope. No, I'm not. Sure not. Because I've really grown a nice community over here that really likes to come in and talk to us. Thanks, Dean, so much. I appreciate you, my brother. I'm just not gonna do that. Like, that's just not me. I don't. And this is a hobby for me. This is a side hustle. Make 7 pixels a week, easy. I wish it was that easy. I don't have the creative juice for that. I don't have the ideas that you do for your content. Like when I say you, I'm talking about Adam. It's to me, it's not that easy because I don't have the creative juices for that. A Telegram is another community for connecting to each other. That's actually another great idea. Like, I had thought about making some sort of like Telegram or a Discord server where we could all like connect and, have a conversation and things like that. That's definitely that's definitely crossed my mind for sure. Tuna Tech will technically attempt to tech TikToks that are titillating. You haven't had enough to drink yet, Jason. Just reveal the Pixel Fold. videos on the Pixel 7 Pro. Got to do what matters to you, so you're speaking to your viewers, not just the algorithm. Exactly. I gotta be something a little bit better than that, because if I'm trying to feed the algorithm, oh man, I'm lost in the sauce, and there's just not enough. That's not good. That's not a great place to be. I also don't want to force the fun. If you leak it, they will come. It's true. It's very, very true. Yeah, I haven't caught, and this is what I'm afraid of is I haven't uploaded a video to YouTube in 3 months because I got too caught up in the algorithm, started to feel burnout. It's very real. Burnout is so very real. But the good news is, statistically, um, you can take breaks. If you take a break for 30 days, yes, it will go down for sure. But then you can actually, as long as you come back, and when you come back strong, basically meaning you're going to come back to, and I'm making this up, 3 videos a week, and you do 3 videos a week for a couple weeks in a row, the algorithm is going to serve that new content. That this video that I watched was a really, really powerful video that talked about like real tangible data. Let's see if I can find that one while I'm trying to do this. God, this is where I miss stats. I can't believe I had to admit that I missed stats. Lord have mercy. What's wrong with me? I had to miss stats. See y'all. Here it is. Why I left YouTube for a month. This was a really, really good, powerful video too. This was a great video to watch. Creative juices is just a yucky phrase like moist. Moist creative juices. I made 4 videos this week, drained me, no videos for a month. Gotta have fun with it. Once you stop having fun, it gets hard. Absolutely. Samuel says, we did our podcast once a week, and that was good enough for me. I may try to start my own podcast again, but not sure I want to do it. Totally understand. We need to socialize with people, otherwise we have mental health issues. Got to balance life with YouTube, right? The first step is admitting you have a problem. I'm putting the links out like he's got them on speed dial. Like I had just watched these. Like these videos made a literally lasting impact on me. Like they were really, really good videos. Because obviously I'm trying to research and get better about, okay, what happens if I do take a break? What happens if I don't? What happens if I take a break? What if I want to get to 100,000 subscribers? Do I feel like the need to aspire to get to 100,000 subscribers? Like, what could I learn, especially from friends like Michael? I've had a chance to go golfing with Michael, which is really, really cool. He's cool, awesome dude. Not very much of a golfer though. Hell of a videographer, not a golfer by any stretch of the imagination, and he would totally admit that too. But watching these videos talking about like, yeah, boy, he's right. Like I do a lot of these things, and it goes back to that. Remember, I talked about it earlier, that self-awareness bit. I was self-aware that I wasn't putting out content on regular. Like I haven't put a video out for like a week. And the last video that I put out was a 10 out of 10, which means it was right in the gutter, which was fine. That was making more evergreen content as it relates to that. I'm assuming exactly it's a side hustle. I'm going to relax and enjoy. Absolutely. I'm assuming Chanel just caught up with the moist creative juices. Watching other small creators really inspires me. Then I forget I'm lazy and watch some Graham Stevens on YouTube. Come on, man. I can't put that in there. Tech Odyssey. Come on, man, on the links. Come on. Don't do that to me, bro. Don't be like that. But again, anyway, so I talked about that. Content that I want to create, what people want to watch. I want to create content that people want to watch. So I'm trying to be a little bit more like, not that I wasn't personal before. I just recorded 2 videos right before this. And when I put them out, I'll probably put them out It's Christmas week, so I won't put them out until next week, week after that, whatever. Injecting a little bit more humor. Like even though I use a teleprompter, I'm still gonna try to interject me a little bit more, because honestly, I was just kind of getting into like, and this is the specs to do the thing, and I do the thing, and this thing is amazing, and oh my gosh, they're the best headphones ever, or holy crap, this thing takes amazing photos. I got to do a little bit better than that. Throwback, you still have the Chromecast Ultra? You do? Wow. OnlyFans. I told you guys I'm going to start on OnlyFans. I told you. It's going to happen. OnlyFans. It's going to happen. I should start an OnlyFans. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. My Pixel made me angry today. Oh my God. Now, see, here we go. This is exactly what. And if I started one, it would be with Kevin the Tech Ninja. If I started a golf channel, that's what I should do. That is what I should do. I spend more money on tech and golf. Those are my two things. I don't have any other vices. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything like that. Like I just don't. Golf and tech. Those are my vices. Please, malcontent. Please make it stop. Please make it stop. It's true. My most popular video of all time with almost like 700,000 views. It's like 703,000 views. Is making a backdrop with PVC pipe. Which, by the way, that video came from a friend of mine at work. He was like, "Hey, I do this. You should make a YouTube video about it." I was like, this will never, ever get views. No one will ever get this from a views perspective. I went, I built it, I filmed it. It was my 5th video of all time. Video number 5 on YouTube. It is my most popular video ever. 703,000 views or something like that. That thing gets like $20 worth of revenue every single month. It's unbelievable. And it's been just churning like that month over month over month over month. It's the craziest thing. Hey, that's the guy I just mentioned. The guy right here. This guy right here is actually the one that told me specifically about the PVC pipes. It was the craziest thing. And I probably owe him a kickback. I'm not going to pay him, but I probably owe him one. I bought him coffee once. I feel like that's like I bought him enough money for he could make his own PVC pipe. I feel like that's enough. Do golf plus tech. What tech do you use to play better golf? I did make a video about rangefinders, and it was really, really good. I thought it was really good. People were yelling at me like, why can't you I know what tech can make you use to be a better golfer. Make that channel. That's true. That's very, very true. That would be really, really interesting. Mac, I'll be honest, since the new updated PVC video, I'm afraid to like tip the algorithm a little bit differently. I didn't make $7,000, but Mac, I'm afraid to death to like tip the algorithm one way by making an update. I didn't even have a custom thumbnail on that video. It's just a picture of my hands and a drape and some PVC pipe. It's just like that's how much I didn't care about that video. #1 video of all time for me. And it's not even close. Like the next closest one might be 40% views compared to the 703,000 views. It's not even close. Listen to Shelly. She's smart. Shelly is very smart. I listen to Shelly a lot. Shelly is not only is she smart, she is one of the most down-to-earth fun people that I've ever had a chance to co-host and do anything with. True story. Very true story. Stats, people are gunning for your job. Gunning for your job. Chanel says, you better stop taking so much vacation. I agree. Constant vacation. The man takes vacation every 6 weeks. Like clockwork. Guess when his next vacation is going to be? Sometime in February. Watch. Come back to the show. Come back to the come back to the Christmas show. I'll say it right now. He will take a vacation second or third week of February. There's no question about it. No question in my mind. Second or third week of February. Right there. Now, look, Latrell, if I could do that, 100% do that. 100%. Now you owe me a round of golf. Done. Let's go to Top Golf. That's what we'll do. People love the pipe. What can I say? People love the pipe. If the Google Assistant could help you find your golf ball, there would be no questions. Like, that would be the greatest assistant of all time. They can have the job. Low pay, long hours, no benefits. There's some benefits. Long hours, it's like an hour on a Wednesday. Maybe an hour of research before. And that's maybe. That's a maybe. That's a strong maybe. Stats definitely sounds European. I can see that. Attach an AirTag to a ball, shoot it off the tee, use it, and track it. True story. If I hit an AirTag with a golf ball, I'm fairly certain I would just decimate that thing. They do make GPS track golf balls, I think. Later. Thank you so much, Mr. Tech Odyssey. We'll holler at you, boy. I appreciate you, my brother. Anyway, talk about my Pixel. Really made me mad today. I was filming a video for a product that I'm not technically allowed to talk about yet, but I was filming this video. And I was trying to test out the function. How do I say this without violating anything? I don't know if I can now. I was testing out some additional functionality, and it wasn't the problem with the device. It was the problem with my phone, and it was driving me insane. So I tried it with another phone, and it wasn't the problem. And that's when I was like, this is ridiculous. The Pixel 6 Pro has got to be better at doing video recording, because it was video recording and it was messing up, and I couldn't figure out why, and it was driving me crazy. And then I got mad, and I was thinking to myself, like, this is exactly some of the problems. And when people talk about Apple, it just working, I need the Pixel 6 Pro to just work, and it's not currently just working for me. I have to try to figure out workarounds, this, that, and the other. I say all of that to say I'm not switching to Team Apple or anything like that. I'm going to probably make more Apple content, because one of my other popular videos, which was a ton of fun to make, was like, what are the best camera apps out there for an iPhone? I think I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe make an update to that particular video, although I don't want to make the algorithm mad, because it's churning pretty well. So we'll see, but I want to do a couple more Apple videos in addition to my Pixel videos. And so that's why I upgraded to the 13 Pro today. It was going to happen anyway. I had been talking about it for a few weeks at this point. I even put it out on Twitter where I was either going to go to an iPhone or a Chromebook, and I decided to go the way of the iPhone because I just use phones more than I use Chromebooks. I have a Chromebook. I have a Chromebook Duet, and it's great. Don't get me wrong. So there's some things about the Chromebook that I'm a little uneasy about. Like, for example, Microsoft yanking out all the apps except for Teams and Outlook. But if I want to use like Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, I can't do that unless I sign into the web. But my work doesn't allow me to sign into the web. So there's that. Yep. In 2022, Scott, I'm switching to the iPhone. 30 days later, I'm switching back. I joked around about making a video like that. I don't know if people would watch it. Man, the Duet doesn't suck. Whatever. The Duet's fine. The Duet's just fine. The Lenovo Duet, the little guy, the 10.2 inch, it's totally fine. How's Android 15 treating you? You should see the colors on Android 15. Just phenomenal. Spin 713. If you want to send me the Spin 713, by all means, I'll give you my address. I don't suck at NDAs. Oh, did I accidentally just talk about the Pixel 7? Did I? Did I say Pixel 7? Now I want to know if I said Pixel 7. Maybe y'all get me freaked out now. Was it because you were actually talking about your Pixel 7 Pro? Ooh. Ooh. So it seems like the call screening and hold for me isn't playing nicely with the December update. Could be another reason why everybody's not getting it. I'm absolutely on with that. I think the conjecture that I made at the very end. And see, that's the thing is no one buys me switching forever. I'm the Pixel guy. And I love being the Pixel guy. I love being the Pixel guy. I absolutely, really, like, truly, deep down, really enjoy being the Pixel guy and bringing Pixel content. But there's only so much, and even on the Apple side, there's only so much content that you can put out. He always prefaces his accidental links with, "I swear to God, I don't have it." You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I swear to God, I don't have the Pixel 7. Oh, gosh. You guys have made episode 150 truly, truly enjoyable. I will say that. Oh. I am not wearing a Pixel watch. I am wearing a TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra GPS or whatever their crazy name is. Google is going to hate me. Google probably already hates me. But I am one of their biggest supporters, if not one of their largest supporters that they have out there. There's no question about that. I have personally given Pixel devices to both sides of the family, my side and my wife's side of the family. Let's see. I'm trying to think of everybody who has had a Pixel or has a Pixel from me. Stats, both my fathers, stepdad and dad, they have Pixels. I think I've given a Pixel to my sister, and they were like, "I don't know how to Android," and then they went back to iPhones. I'm trying to think of who else against Stats. I heart you too, Tuna Tech. We heart you. Tick, watch whatever you just said. If and when you're not wearing a smartwatch, what watch do you wear? I have a Movado. So I wear a Movado. That's the code name Google put in for the watch. He gives pixels away, and yet his wife refuses. You've not received any pixels. You haven't. Do you? Do you want a Pixel? I know it's very rude. Do you want a Pixel? I thought you had a Pixel. I could have swore that you got a Pixel 5a, at least a Pixel 5. I feel like you have one from Team Pixel. I'm just saying. See, everybody else uses Galaxies. If you got them on the Pixels from a Galaxy, I feel like they would truly love it. Now, getting them to switch over from the iPhone, that's a harder sell. But honestly, part of me wants to try this whole iPhone thing because everybody's like, "Man, iMessage and FaceTime." I'm like, that's Android messages and Duo. And like Latrell just said, we all use Google Duo in this family. That's what we use too. We Google Duo everybody. My daughter has an iPhone, but her best friend has a Pixel. They bought the Pixels because of me. Oh, and that goes right into malcontent. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Pixel pusher. True story. I will always push the Pixels because I am that. Nope, just AirDrop. You are the second person this week that's talked about AirDrop. I need to figure out this whole AirDrop thing. That's the best part for me. See, that's okay. Okay, no. I got confused with something else. Like AirDrop is legit. Like that for me would definitely be one of the big things from an iPhone perspective. But FaceTime and iMessage, I mean, that's whatever. It's Android messages and Google Duo. But AirDrop, that's the best part. I'm the twitchy guy on the corner slinging pixels. AirDrop seems to work the same as Quick Share. Yep. Nearby Share, Quick Share. I'm the only person I know with the Pixel. I'm referred to as the picture guy. That's because they take the best photos. Every tech person I know carries a Pixel specifically for the photos. Everybody, like even MKBHD said it best, is like, he goes, every tech person that he knows carries a Pixel for that reason, because they take the best photos, ready to go, like right out of the camera, ready to go. Not to say that the other ones are bad. Doesn't say like the S21 Ultras or the iPhone 13 Pros, the iPhone 12s, the iPhone 11s, whatever. Not to say that they don't take great photos. It's just that the pixels are just another level. They're just nice and contrasty and just really, really good. Does Nearby Share still rely on your internet connection speed? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I was at a bar over the weekend. Random people were airdropping pictures to the whole bar. That's weird and intrusive. My airdrop is definitely off. Yeah, that's super sketchy. Like, what? What? There you go. My sister-in-law uses the Pixel 4a because I gave her because it takes 70 photos a day of her nieces and posts them on Facebook. That's a lot of photos to post on Facebook, but that's a darn good device to take those photos. As a matter of fact, talking more about MKBHD, the Pixel 5a actually won the photo challenge of the year. The 5a beat the Pixel 6 Pro, which I wasn't entirely sure how that happened, but went all the way, ended up beating the OnePlus 9 Pro, and that device was $399. It's cheaper, very, very cheap. Sending my brother the Pixel 5 from his Pixel 2. Ooh, that is a hell of an upgrade. That is going to be an upgrade. So, okay. Well, that was all I had. I actually ended up going a lot longer than I thought, 58 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to start editing, and then I'm going to go to bed because I got to go to work in the morning. So you can find me at the Scott Peachy on Instagram, at Scott Peachy on Twitter. Thank you all so much for a very magical episode 150. I have no idea if Stats is coming back from Mount Everest next week. If he's here, he'll be here. He's on vacation constantly. As a matter of fact, I actually don't think he'll be here next week. I think he's on vacation still. Actually, I'm pretty positive he's on vacation still. So Stats won't be back next week, but I will be back next week. Yeah. I can't believe he's still on vacation. Whew, unbelievable. Man takes more vacations than anybody. Anyway, find me on those two platforms. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, all of you. Thank you so much. And we will see you guys next week, or I will see you all next week. Be good or be good at it. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you then.